Hello, this is georgercop on YouTube and welcome to the video. Today, small update. I've changed Zero X's model a bit, so it is made of blue wool now instead of obsidian. So this is the result. A lot of people have asked me to do that, been asked about it for a while now, and I've always said, I'll get round to it, and I've gotten round to it, and I'm sorry that I didn't get round to it sooner, because this looks awesome in blue. It accentuates the black on the wings of the lifting bodies and also around the MEV. The black previously didn't really stand out against the obsidian, and it really stands out now. I did consider changing it to a sort of grey wool, because in the movie it looked sort of greyish, and then changed to and then it was sort of like blue because it reflected the sky a bit, but nope, it looks pretty good in just blue wool. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that, and we shall now move on to the main event, which is of course the Skyship One craft from Thunderbird 6. We have both movie vehicles here side by side. Seems rather fitting. And also this is a way down my classic section, so I've got a classic section and then the new section is over the other side. But this is the Thunderbird 6 ship that gets the rescue happens on. It's the main craft that's featured in the film, Skyship One. It's Brains' brainchild. But this I'll take on 360 tour, 360 degree tour of it. But this is made mainly out of stone, has Skyship One banners down one side because they don't mirror properly to the other side, and I haven't been bothered to actually replicate the letters on the other side yet. But this is what it looks like. It's got absolutely no dimensions online at all. I've got it as close as I could though, with what I could get from the movie. Basically, the only dimensions that I could actually get for this online come from Thunderbird 6, as a matter of fact. Thunderbird 6 is a Tiger Moth biplane, and that was the basis for both of the edges here. These two blimpy sort of things. So those are two different coloured fences for made into a grill because they don't interconnect. It's a nice little trick there for you. I'll just show you, like, the Thunderbird 6 lands along here rather neatly. It's small enough to actually fit on, and it sort of just fits on, and it's a Tiger Moth biplane which do have dimensions online, and according to the internet, a Tiger Moth biplane has a wingspan of 9 meters, more or less. And that's the wingspan of 9 meters there, so you can see it just about fits on the top deck, with two blocks either side before it hits the railing, and that's a rather neat number. Just rather neat there. Fits on nicely. That was the first dimension that I took because it was a real dimension. These were a bit narrower to begin with, but I had to widen them a little bit just to just to make sure that it looked all in proportion, because it didn't seem right that they were a bit narrow, so I had to make them a bit wider, so it looked in better keeping with the movie. But that was the first dimension. The second dimension that I used, these are the only two actual dimensions I used, with the wingspan of the Tiger Moth biplane and also the wheel length. Now this is how I've done the wheels. These are about 13 meters long, 13 meters long or 13 meters in length. Get it right eventually. And I sort of used these to judge the size, like the length of the craft. For example, I think this up to the front is about 1.5 wheel lengths, so that's about another 20 odd meters. Bear in mind this is just rough. I'm just going rough because I haven't calculated it myself exactly. But then there's about another 2 to 2.5. There's about 30 blocks. I know this. So there's about 30 blocks between the two wheels. That's about another 3 wheel lengths, more or less. No, 2.5 wheel lengths probably, up to the edge. and then there's another 1 and a bit wheel lengths backwards. Again, these thrusters, bit difficult to do, considering that they had to be small but big enough to actually small and wide, and had to have a sort of central thing on the top and bottom. Now the bottom one I could do, but the top one linking it to the wings, I just couldn't really get central. But that's as good as it's going to get. The windows alongside, about as close as I could get to the show or the movie, but that's about as accurate as we're getting with those. With the shapes are right. The distances between them are alright. It's not too bad. Let's head up inside. It's pretty bare inside at the moment, but eventually I will get around to decorating. I'll show you the wheel bay through here. This is like a wheel bay. The wheels will like retract up into this bay, and that's like a piston that pulls them up, and this is a sort of crossbar that stops it going too high or too low. That's my logic behind that. Through here, this is just bare, but we do have one room, the chess room, that is complete. I think I'll make like bedrooms, a bedroom or so down here, but I'm going to have to half brick the ceiling, just to get a bit of coverage there, or I might just erase all this, try again, and half brick it. But I'm going to have to make some playing card banners to go up around the edge as well. So this is going to be a rather time-consuming project for the interior. But down here, maybe a couple more bedrooms, and there's going to be a loading bay here, which will have Fab 1 in it. Because Fab 1 does drive up into the belly of this thing, and I can't think of any better place to put the cargo bay. Then up here, there's going to be there's like a door either side for deck access. I'm not entirely sure what's going to go here, but I don't really think that anything major is going to go there. A couple of I don't think anything major needs doing to that, except maybe a couple of railings and maybe some stairs to go down in. So it may be just an additional roof deck, but this is what it looks like from the sky, or just from an aerial view. Just get that in. 0x from the air as well. But from the air, it does look pretty good. I'm rather pleased with how this has turned out. There we go. And it's dropped down, and that's basically it. So there we are. There is Skyship One. I think, yeah. What I'm going to be doing at some point is I'm going to be building just whatever I'm wanting to build next. Because I've had requests for people to do tutorials on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make something. I'm going to build something, but I'm going to record me doing it, so you can see like thought processes, and like how I get dimensions and how I get angles and stuff. It's all about trial and error, really, but it'll help you see like how I build it, and maybe you can it'll help you in your own construction as well. So my name's been georgercop, and I shall see you next time.